In a universe unbound by law, chaos reigned supreme. Star systems drifted, vulnerable to warlords and pirates. Far from the lawless fringes, the galactic king resided in opulent splendor, oblivious to the suffering beyond his gilded walls. On the remote, mountainous world of Valoria, a different kind of order was forged. Here lived Chorus, a warrior philosopher. He practiced an ancient martial art, not for destruction, but for restraint, focusing on non-lethal incapacitation. But peace was a fragile illusion. A peaceful planet, far from Valoria, was suddenly engulfed in the flames of war. Warlord Krax, a name whispered in fear, led his ruthless armada, plundering and destroying without mercy. Amidst the chaos, a small refugee ship, damaged and desperate, fled the destruction, seeking any haven. It crash-landed on Valoria, a beacon of distress in Chorus's tranquil world, bringing the universe's pain to his doorstep. Chorus responded, not with weapons, but with his unique skills, confronting Krax's raiding party on Valorian soil. He captured them, surprising everyone. His methods were unheard of, his resolve unwavering against the lawless. Among the refugees, Chorus met Zoran, a young, injured scholar. Zoran spoke of the universe's deep-seated chaos. Zoran revealed the king's complacency, his detachment from the suffering of his people, leaving them unprotected. Inspired, Chorus conceived a radical idea, a dedicated law enforcement force, a galactic patrol. He began to build a small starship, meticulously crafting it with Valorian ingenuity and purpose. With his captured pirates as proof, Chorus embarked on a perilous journey to the galactic center, a quest for justice. His journey was fraught with danger. He encountered a pirate attack on a merchant ship, a familiar scene of lawlessness. Chorus intervened, not with brute force, but with cunning. He creatively sabotaged the pirates, rescuing the crew. Among the rescued was Lyra, a hot-headed but skilled female pilot. Impressed, she became his first ally. On another world, Chorus mediated a conflict between two warring species, demonstrating diplomacy over destruction. His wisdom gained him another ally, Brutus, a massive, gentle warrior who joined his growing cause. The diverse crew formed, united by Chorus's vision for a safer, more just universe. Zoran joined them, too. Finally, they arrived at the opulent capital planet, a stark contrast to their arduous journey through the stars. Gaining an audience with King Orion the Magnificent proved difficult, met with dismissal and bureaucratic hurdles. King Orion, detached and focused on luxury, ruled from his throne, advised by the cunning High Chancellor Velan. Chorus, undeterred, arranged a public exhibition. He presented his captured pirates as evidence of the universe's suffering. He eloquently pleaded his case for order, for a dedicated force to protect the innocent and uphold justice. Chancellor Velan, however, dismissed Chorus's idea as naive, impossible, and a waste of royal resources. But fate had other plans. Enraged by Chorus's actions, Warlord Krax retaliated, striking at the heart of the king's domain. He raided the king's pleasure planet, kidnapping nobles, including the king's own cousin, to prove his power. The capital descended into chaos. The king was paralyzed by fear, while Velan suggested a humiliating ransom. Chorus stepped forward, offering a solution, a surgical strike, using his non-lethal tactics to rescue the hostages. He led his small crew and inspired palace guards to infiltrate the hostage location on a nearby moon. Using their unique skills, they swiftly and silently neutralized Krax's forces, rescuing the terrified nobles. Chorus and his team returned victorious, with the rescued nobles proving the worth of a protective force. The king's cousin vouched for Chorus, her testimony undeniable proof of his effectiveness. A grateful King Orion granted Chorus an audience. Chorus seized the moment, outlining his vision. He asked for a charter to recruit individuals with unique skills and moral compasses, a small stipend, and a mobile headquarters ship. Chorus appealed to the king's legacy, promising him remembrance as the king who brought law to the universe. Convinced, King Orion agreed, appointing Chorus as the first patrolman, a new era dawning. Velan, though reluctant, was ordered to provide the necessary resources for this nascent galactic patrol. Chorus, Zoran, Lyra, and Brutus stood on their new ship, the mobile headquarters, ready to begin their mission. Chorus looked out at the stars, no longer a symbol of chaos, but a vast expanse to be patrolled, protected. On a distant planet, a young Namekian watched news of the rescue, inspired by Chorus's heroism. The universe was still vast, but now a new hope had been born. The galactic patrol had begun.